Hi everybody, it's the Jewelry Nurse, aka Cindy. You can call me either. I am just doing a quick upload tonight because I wanted to remind you all of the auction that we have coming up for Cricket. She does have a channel. It's under Cricket Sun and Moon. So if you would please go and find her and subscribe and support her channel. But the auction will be this Saturday, the 22nd, and I believe it's going to be 7 Central Standard Time, maybe 6:30, but I'll let you know for sure. Right now it's looking like it's going to be the same time as our Stales and Dales, and it will be on Just Sandy's channel. The reason that we're doing the auction for the benefit for Cricket, and I know we ask a lot of you guys, and you guys always so graciously come through and support all of our causes, and we couldn't do any of this without you, but collectively we just want to make it a stronger community, and we want to help build on this community. And when new people come in, we want them to look at us as a community overall and say, hey, these are some really cool people. And because you're just an amazing bunch of people, and you are so welcoming to everybody new that comes in. I just want to cry so often when I think about how generous all of you are, and I know I'm blubbering, but I just can't believe sometimes how generous every one of you are, how you will come together to help anybody who is in need. But Cricket's problems are, well, I won't say problems, but the issues why we are trying to help her. So Cricket is raising a son right now on her own who has autism. He's 17. I thought he was 19, but I found out today he's 17, so he's still underage, and he probably won't ever be able to live on his own, maybe in a group home or some kind of setting like that. But she says that he has pretty much the mentality of a 12-year-old, so she's going to be taking care of him for many years to come. And she was in some bad relationships, some abusive relationships, and she finally got the strength to free herself of that. And the last husband, the youngest son with autism, his father, as a lot of abusers do, had a way of, bringing her down and making her feel like she couldn't do it on her own, which caused her to stay around longer than she should have. But that's, any of you who've been in that situation or know somebody in that situation know that that's how they operate. They isolate you. As with her, she wasn't allowed to work. She wasn't allowed to do anything to get experience that may have given her some independence and stability. Kind of how they operate to keep the woman or the man. I'm not going to say only women, because I'm sure it probably happens to men too. But that was his way of controlling her, was making her feel like she would never be able to make it without him. But she finally got free of him, and so she's taking care of the son on her own. And then I believe one of her daughters had a similar financial situation, so Cricket didn't have to, but Cricket took her in, and that daughter has a young 4-year-old and then an infant. So they've got 5 people living in a small 2-bedroom apartment. And Cricket recently went full time with her work, and because she had to help to take care of the family, and it's just not enough to make ends meet, even though she's full time. But by going full time, she also lost her medical benefits, and for herself. Now her son still has medical benefits, but she is epileptic, and it's not very well controlled, and now she doesn't have insurance, she's going to be unable to buy the medication that will help control her epilepsy. But she has to walk to work because she doesn't have a car. Now, she does have a driver's license, and I believe she is allowed to drive. However, she doesn't have a car, so she walks like around a mile, I think she said, or just over a mile to work in the snow and in the dark. She has to leave for work at like 5:30 in the morning, so she's got a lot of things that she's fighting now, and she has trouble with trying to get her rent paid. They want it on the 1st of the month, but she doesn't get her check until the 7th of the month, so that leads to some issues in getting her rent paid on time, and then getting late fees and stuff. So it's an endless battle. Right now she's using her neighbor's internet, but one way that we can help her beyond this auction, hopefully this auction will give her a little padding to help get her through the next few months. But in the meantime, the other thing that you can do that would help Cricket in the long haul, help her to be able to bring in more income on her own, is to support her jewelry channel. She does have pop-up sales because of not having her own internet. It's hard for her to go live, but she does have pop-up sales, so if you would please go and support her channel and help us to build her channel so she gets a regular customer base, that will go a long way towards helping her to get things she needs to be able to take care of her family and to keep her bills paid and not be constantly threatened with homelessness and how is she going to feed them. Her daughter that is living with her does take care of her son so that she can work. So they're in kind of a, catch-22. They can't both work because of the infant and the 4-year-old and the son with autism. I mean, even if they both went to work, it would be very hard to pay daycare for the kids. Most of the income would go to that. So you see what I'm saying? It's a really trying situation, and with her health problems, the seizures, I worry about her walking to work in the dark. She could have a seizure on the way, fall, hit her head on a rock, who knows what, and end up laying there in the snow. Right now it's snowing until somebody finds her. And so your imagination can, tell you how dangerous that could be. But that's the reason that we're having it. So we would appreciate anything that any of you can do to support that. Whether you buy from the auction, it will be all donated items, but whether you buy from the auction or you go and support her channel and buy from her channel and just support her channel in general, even if you can't buy, at least view her videos and let her know that you're thinking of her and that you're praying for her. So that's what it is all about, and I'm sorry if I stumbled over my words, but I feel very passionate about wanting to find a way to help her to be self-sufficient, and that's one way that we can do it. Now the other thing, and this was Sandy's idea, and I think it's a really good idea, that if she could get internet of her own, that would help her to be able to, with you guys' help, build her channel over the next few months, and be able to depend on having regular jewelry sales and being able to have the money to actually go and source decent jewelry. She said tonight that she can't buy a lot of sterling silver to resell because she just doesn't have the money to do it up front, so she buys what she can to resell. And keep in mind, sometimes costume jewelry can be worth more than sterling silver, so it's not that her jewelry isn't worth much, because she does have some very great pieces, and she would like to add sterling silver to that. So the other thing she needs is a testing kit, which I personally will buy a testing kit and have it sent to her, so that, because she has sold some of her jewelry as sterling silver, not knowing that it was sterling, and could have made some good money off of it. So she's just learning about jewelry, so we need to help her you know, to learn and with the research and help her to learn about what she has so that she gets a fair price for it. So any of those things, y'all, ladies and men that are in our community, any of that stuff you can do to help her will help her over the long run. Because, you know, just having the auction, how much of a blessing it will be for her. It will be a great blessing for her, anything that we can do for her on Saturday, but helping her to help herself later will be an even bigger blessing. So I appreciate that, and, you know, I know there's a lot of people out there that need help, and as long as y'all tolerate us, we'll keep doing what we can to help those people. So anyways, if you have any questions about that, just email me or message me on Facebook under Cindy DeBond McGarry. And I don't know for sure what Cricket's last name is. I don't want to mispronounce it. I have an idea, but I don't want to mispronounce it. But I will put a message in or a link to her channel in the description box below. And just please go. That's the best thing you can do for her, is to help her build her channel and her jewelry sales, and that will help her in the long run. But I am going to go ahead and show you guys the rest of the stuff that I got from Tucson, because I haven't really shown everything. I did have some of these beads up the other night, but I was having trouble with my color saturation, and I figured out why. Is because of me having the exposure set too high on my camera, see what I mean, or too low. I had it so low, and I didn't realize I had changed that setting somewhere along the line, but that's what was making all the colors look so dark. So I'm going to show you what everything really looks like tonight, color-wise. So anyways, I bought a lot of crystal beads, and these are really good crystal beads. They're nice, and they're not Swarovski, but they are really nice crystals, and all of this stuff will be in future auctions. But here's kind of that clear sort of moonstony looking color. So there's that color, and then this beautiful gold color. It's looking fairly accurate on my screen right now, which is cool that I finally figured that out after all that struggling on Saturday or Sunday, which I apologize for. But you see the difference there, what happens when that exposure gets too dark. But that right there is pretty accurate on the color, beautiful gold color. And then here's the red ones that I was trying to show you, and they were not, the color just wasn't coming up right, but that's pretty accurate on the color right there. So I have a couple of strands of the red. I have a royal blue. This is a beautiful color here, and it looks pretty accurate there, so I'm pretty happy with the color saturation right now. But pretty accurate on the color. Very beautiful bright blue, like a royal blue. And then I have this darker blue here, and it is more of a matte look. It's not a matte bead, but the blue kind of has a matte look. But there's the two blues that I have, and then this is sort of a wine color purple. And then looks a little bit dark still. Let me lighten it a little bit, see if I can get the color a little more accurate. Let's see, right there, that's probably more accurate on the color, but beautiful color, beautiful accent colors. These are like accent beads, basically. And then I have two of these green, gorgeous color of green. Not quite a foresty green, kind of in between that and the Kelly green. Let's see, that's a little too dark. Okay, that looks kind of accurate on the color. So beautiful color, and then I have this teal, sort of a turquoise blue color. Beautiful color. Let me see if I can make that look a little more accurate. Right there, that's accurate on the color. So happy I figured out what was going on with the color, because it was driving me crazy. And then this was the bracelet that I was trying to get the color accurate, and let me mess with it until because it was coming off really dark. That's fairly accurate. Well, no, not really. It's a little more orange than that, but it's more on the angel skin color than it is orange, and it just was coming off really orange, and it kind of is a little still, but beautiful little bracelet. And this one is the one that was 925 Gourmet class. But I'll have that back up again now that I've got my color straightened out. You guys get a more accurate picture. Colors weren't looking so pretty the other day when I was trying to show them, but there you go. There's those. And let's see, I do have a few more things that I will have up soon. I do have this turquoise necklace, and this is kind of the same, looks a lot like the same turquoise of those round beads I sold over the weekend in my auction, but it's 3 strands of turquoise, beautiful strands. So this will come up at auction soon. A lot of turquoise here. It's not real thrilled on the way they strung it. I mean, it's not horrible, but crafters, it's a really good pieces of turquoise for some crafters. Anybody interested in that, it'll probably be in my next auction. Okay, so here is, let me show you the rest of like the little sterling silver earrings and stuff, and I'll show you these pearls again now too that I have more accurate on the color. Beautiful purples, some green, I probably have almost enough craft stuff left to do yet another whole auction of craft stuff, but I'll probably mix it in on the next one. And then these green, kind of a foresty green, beautiful color though, and they have a lot of luster. This camera's not really picking up the luster in them, but they do have quite a bit of luster. Those purple ones do especially. And then these are a little more of a kind of a magenta purple. Let me pull them out partway. And these necklaces I think are 16 inches, and they do have sterling silver findings on them. And that's looking a little washed out. Let me go a little darker on that one. Yeah, that's probably more accurate. So different shades of purple. I think I already sold one strand of purple, but here is another. These are more round, like potato pearls. And yet another shade of purple, a little bit darker on the purple here. And one way, somebody asked me if they were dyed. They do something when they seed the pearl. They seed them with something that causes the color. But you can see the difference in the colors on the pearls, and that's probably an indication that they're not dyed, is the variation in color. On the dyed ones, they're generally all the same color, you know, consistently the same color. And I do have more of the lapis, but I wanted to be able to give you another picture of it where the color is more accurate. So it's a deep blue on it. Okay, and then let's see, I have a strand of goldstone. I looked for the different colors, but they didn't have the goldstone in different colors at this particular place. The only place I saw that was in big, like big, not slabs, but big rocks of it. So beautiful pieces of goldstone. The color is really good on that. And then here is more amber. It's a beautiful, that kind of Baltic look on the amber, that color Baltic amber generally is. So there is another strand of amber that will be in a future auction. Okay, now let me show you all of the rest of the sterling silver I haven't shown you yet from Tucson. I bought a bunch of chains while I was there because I never have enough chains. But I bought box chains, but then I also bought these with this little bit of a fancier link. Very pretty. These cost a little more than the box chains did. The fancier the link, the more it costs, and then obviously the bigger, the more it costs, and the longer. And I just got, I think like 10 of these, and this is all tangled up. It's going to be fun untangling it. Those are the box chains that I bought. And because I have some single earrings, I have pendants that need chains, obviously we always do. But I also bought some bails because I have, and you can see they're kind of expensive. It was $16.25 for 6 bails. And these weren't on sale. That's what I actually paid for them. But that's to make some of the single earrings, like the larger sterling silver earrings that I have, that are one of a kind, and I only have one earring. I got those so that I can make pendants with some that are, that the way they're made I can make a pendant out of it. Okay, what else did I not show you? I think I showed you all of this stuff. Let me check and see. Yeah, I showed you all of this stuff in here. These, do that. I'm going to go over here because I already showed it to you. And I showed you most of what I bought, but not everything. So let me go through the rest of this bag, and I think that would be just about everything. Let me dump this. So I have this pendant. It's sterling silver, and it does have a maker's mark on the back there. But really cute pendant. It's a good size one too. I love the feather. The feather's really cute, but beautiful inlay on it. Let me focus it a little better. There you go. Good focus. And even the bail, they made it fancy. And I think I have one more of these out of turquoise, but I might have already sold it. Plus, I think I had some earrings that are a pretty close match to that. And let's see, I bought a lot of these little, I don't know, sort of like a conch style, all sterling silver. And these, I think I've already sold one pair of these. But I had 2 pairs of these. These have really got some pretty inlay in them. But these were not from the Native American store. These were more of a Southwest design there. Don't think they're native. Okay, and I'm missing a earring on this one. And I might have already sold one of these. I think I had 2 pairs of these. Pretty. Nice inlay job on them, but and I'm not sure what all of the stones are. It's all stone and silver, but I do see the malachite and the turquoise, but I'm not sure what the red, blue, or the red, yellow, and purple stones are. Then I got these cute little butterflies, and they have the turquoise and coral and resin inlay. Then I got a couple of pairs of these, and I might have, if I've shown some of these already, I apologize, bear with me, because it all kind of got mixed together, so I'm not really sure what I've shown and what I haven't. Got a couple of pairs of these, the little, oh, these go with the necklace I bought from Sandy, but why is the word not coming to me? Yeah, I do have 2 pairs of those right there. Okay, guys, help me out. Oh, looks like a piece of hair got stuck to that. Not the hieroglyphics, but the, God, why can I not remember that? Dang, my brain is getting old. And then these are one of my favorite pairs. These look like conchas. These are gorgeous. Really cute. And then the other ones in gold. More like a citrine color than a topaz color. Well, kind of a very light topaz color. And I think I showed this already. Mary gifted me while I was there, and with that money I bought this, which I think it's 51 carats. Yeah, 51 carats of the opal, and I cannot wait to have something made with this. Vicky's wanting to get her hands on it, so I will probably turn it over to her and let her go crazy. But this has so much flash in it. I know it's showing a lot of flash, but it has even more flash than, if I turn the light down, if you can see the flash better. Yeah, there you go. Look at that flash. Isn't that incredible? Sandy bought a whole bunch of these, so I can't wait to see what she does with hers. And then the little bears. These are cute. Let's see, I think there's a few more pieces somewhere. Let me look in my bag here and see what else I have. Put that over in the other one now. Oh, yep, here is more earrings. Got 2 pairs of these. These are turquoise, but they're probably like the stabilized turquoise, I would imagine. I don't know for sure, but they are turquoise. Aren't those cute, though? So I kind of just didn't buy a whole lot of any one thing. I tried to get like a variety to sort of try and figure out what you guys would like. And they had these marked as white buffalo, but I'm not convinced. If it is, it's probably stabilized, but the lady swore they were white buffalo. And those, I think Gianna bought stuff in that booth too, but we couldn't figure out for sure whether it was white buffalo. They had some other things, like the necklace, the fetish necklace I showed you before, that she said was not white buffalo, and I bought that in the same stand, but she says that this is, so we'll see. Okay, then I bought this little fetish necklace. This is really cute. Now, this did not come from the native store either. I think this is more, oh, got a staple in it, keeping me from pulling it out. More, like Southwest. Okay, I got that staples in there to keep me from taking it out, but it's got mother of pearl birds, kind of a peach. Wait a minute, a little too dark there. Kind of a peach, yellow, and blue. Really cute, but it is sterling silver. The little, the beads and everything on it are sterling silver, all the metal. Okay, a few more things. Oh, and then another set of these, which I sold a set the other day. So most of you have probably seen these, but another pendant and earring set, the dream catchers. So I do have 2 sets of those, and I did put it on a chain, which I kind of let the other one go at cost, so I'm not going to be able to let this one go at cost. Okay, so I think that is most everything. I'm sure I'll find another bag somewhere, the remainder. And I think I showed you this, but I want to show it to you again while I have my lighting straightened out. This is a piece of chrysocolla, and we bought this by the kilo, and this is about a half a kilo here, which I think is like 17, 18 ounces or something. I can't remember. A half a kilo, I think, is like 2.2 pounds. So that would be, what, 32 or 35, around 35 ounces. So this is a half a kilo, though. But look at the color in this, and look at the matrix. All that variation in the color. You could use every part of this, but this will come up for auction too. Just look at that little streak of blue. And we saw chrysocolla in a lot of places while we were there, but nothing of this quality. This one place that Sandy found it, the quality and the color was just so much better than every place else we saw it. None of it had this kind of color, and you've seen Sandy's, just gorgeous. And that matrix like that. She was like a bloodhound finding that stuff. I swear, the best quality stuff and getting a good price for it. Or getting the best price she could possibly get for it. Anyways, you know what? I just realized they don't need me in here anymore. Let me go back to just my document camera. Nope. Let me get rid of that one. There we go. Don't need me in there anymore. Okay, so these came from this stuff came from Vicky, from one of her honey holes, I guess. My husband hates when I call it that, but one of Vicky's honey holes. This stuff she picked up for me. That lady had some stuff I really wanted, so she held it for me, and this is one of the necklaces. It's beautiful. It's turquoise, and not sure on the beads whether they're just crystal beads or if they're like onyx or whatever, but it is sterling silver. It's got some beautiful pieces of turquoise, and then it has this really cool toggle. Let me see if I can get it open there. Isn't that cute though, the toggle? Like a lizard. I think it's marked on the back. Yeah, it is, and it has a maker's mark on it there too. And then this is the bar, which I'm not sure what that's supposed to be, whether it's supposed to be a... I'm not really sure, but isn't that cute though? So I'm in love with that one. So that will come up for auction at some point. This stuff, this is for my own collection. I paid a little more for this stuff. But this came from Tucson, and it has the maker's mark there. So it says sterling. It is from Siam right there, but it's a different maker than some of the other pieces that I have. But it's got all the gods and goddesses, and I've been promising you that video with all of my Siam jewelry, which I will do soon, as we get through these auctions. Actually, I'll do the video and tell you what all the different goddesses and symbols are about, and what ones are the best ones to look for. But that goes in my private collection. Okay, then I have, let's see, I have a couple of jars and stuff we bought there. This came from, this was a $15 bag, and this came from Vicky's Honey Hole too, which she got for me later. It's got mostly vintage stuff in it. It's not a super good bag, but it did have some decent stuff in it. These cute earrings. Design ears, hand painted, but they're cute. I don't know if they have a, but I like the design. And then it had this big old brooch in it, but it's broken, so it'll go into a craft lot or I'll just pull that out so the pieces can be reused. I do have a big craft lot which I'll probably auction off at Crickets auction. Huh, I'm not sure what that is. Looks like a crown on there, doesn't it? Yep, there's a crown. And it says Juicy. I don't know if that's Juicy Couture. I don't think so. It doesn't say that anywhere else. Got some wear on it, though. So another craft item. This is ceramic. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Oh, it's marked right there, too. Let me see if I can get my... It says excuse me, Shelly. Kind of cool. Better look at it. That's really pretty. Feels like ceramic, but I don't know how they... I guess it's gold leafing. Isn't that pretty, though? Could probably use a new chain or new satin cording there, but I like that. Gorgeous. Put that somewhere to keep it from getting broken. And hang it here. Okay, then this was in there. Not signed, but it does have a clasp on it that says 925. This is a 925 clasp. And that looks to be leather. This is copper with enameling. I don't know if that symbol means anything, if you guys recognize that, if it means anything. It kind of a little bit reminds me of the Vera Wang logo, but I don't think that's what it is. But if you recognize it as something, let me know. But like I said, it does have sterling silver findings. Interesting. I'm probably going to have like a big bag of jewelry like this to auction off for Cricket's auction too. All wearable. Let me see what else is in this bag. I looked at a couple of pieces, but I haven't been through all of it because I just haven't had time. Looks like a belt buckle. Yep, belt buckle. A pile over here. And then a necklace. Oh, I thought that was one necklace. It's two different necklaces. So some pink beads. Not signed, but these are nice acrylic beads though. But these will go into a craft lot too. So, a lot of this stuff I put in my craft lots is wearable. Some of it's broken. These are glass beads. I try to put in a mixture. I try to make sure there's glass beads and acrylic in there. Don't know what this is supposed to... I guess it was a necklace at some point, but these beads... Yeah, they're glass. They're white on the inside. So those will go into my craft box. It's got a hook. It's missing... I think it's missing the rest of the necklace. But you know what this reminds me of? Actually, it might be right here in this jar. Let's see if it's a match. Reminds me of some earring. No, not quite the same. Made me think of these earrings that were in a bag I got from Roberta, but there was only one earring in there, but no, they're not quite the same. That would have been pretty if the rest of it were there. It does look vintage also. Too bad that's missing. Probably could add a chain to it and make it into a really pretty statement piece. There, I'll probably end up putting it in the craft box so you guys can You crafters can make something pretty with it. Some earrings, a bracelet, earrings and a bracelet. So into the craft box. Oh, this is nice. It's snakeskin. Looks like real snakeskin. It's not signed anywhere. It's in good condition though. There's no wear on it. It looks like snakeskin though, doesn't it? Very cute. Ooh, I like that. I like you, that one. Here is a what looks like a fossilized coral with a chain. Guess it's a bead. Pretty. Yeah, it's fossilized coral. Got that rich color it gets. The fossilized stuff gets. I was trying to see if I could get so you could see the pattern in it, but you really can't. But nice bead. Why it is in this little bag with the chain though, I do not know. Let's see if it's a silver chain, maybe. Let's look. It is actually a vintage chain. It says sterling on it. And it is all tangled up, of course. Actually, there's something on it. Let's see what's on it. Now, there's a little tiny pendant on it. Little tiny pendant. But I don't want to give away Vicky's hidey hole there in Tucson, but this did come from one of her little stores that she finds some really beautiful stuff. And then this bead, and this looks like a jade bead. Let me see if I can get it out of the bag. Either a jade bead or just, I'm just going to cut it. I can't get it. I got that bag taped shut. Just have to put it in another bag. It's shaped like a leaf. Yeah, that looks like jade. It's carved into a leaf. It looks like it was once set in something maybe and it came out. It doesn't have a hole in it, so that would look really cute set into a pendant or a ring or something, wouldn't it? I'll have to put that back in a bag so I don't lose it. Excuse me, I need to take a sip. If you bought from me from my auction for my friend Cindy or my auction on Sunday, I'm about to get all of that invoiced as soon as I finish this recording. So you should be getting it. Look for your invoice either late tonight or tomorrow. Let's see. Right. Yeah, that one doesn't want to. That one does not like the camera. It's more of a peach color. But pretty beads though. That will go into one of my gift craft bags. Let me just dump this and see what else we got here in this lot. Here is a belt buckle, but another one of those, but it looks like it's broken. Yeah, it is. I must have had this, but it is broken, so that will go into the trash or a craft lot. Oh, look at this brooch. Isn't that cute? Cute little brooch. That definitely looks vintage. Looks older. I think I have another one sort of like that. find a bag to put that in. What is that? So it can go into my box of brooches. Let's see what is in here. Oh yeah, I have more of these, yay. These are extenders for watches or bracelets, whatever has that kind of a band. I think these look like stainless steel. Let me see. Yeah, it says China. That one has an arrow. And this one has 2 arrows, so yeah, little watch extenders. I have a few more of those too somewhere. Let me just throw them up there in that basket so they don't get lost in case somebody needs one. This is really cute, but it's very worn on the back. Somebody loved it, apparently. They wore it a lot. Oh, it does say something there. What does it say? Actually, it's got, I don't know, almost looks like an asterisk and then WZY. I don't know. Let me see if I can get it so you can see it. When you first look at it, it looks like some kind of Asian characters or something, but, well, I'm not going to be able to get it so you can see it, but that's kind of cool. Pendant, I just wish it wasn't so worn out. So that will go into the craft box so it can be reused. Maybe somebody can pop this out of it. And I'll check it and make sure it's not sterling underneath. And this looks like a Lesnar piece, and there's some missing pearls, but it looks like the pearls are here. There's one. Any more pearls in there? Nope, I only see the one pearl, unfortunately, but I probably have some that'll fit it, because this looks like, yeah, let's see, it needs 1, 2, nope, that's too big, actually. That may not have come from here. I think I can probably match these, though. 1, 2, 3, 4 pearls it needs. Let's see if it's a Lisner. Yes, it is. It's a Lisner. Lisner has kind of a distinct look, and this is something they do a lot of, is this style. But it does say Lisner right there. Oh, I can't get it to focus on that, but really cute piece. I have some Lisner earrings that I don't think are an exact match, but I think they would go pretty well with this. Like oak leaves, kind of. But they do a lot of this style leaf jewelry. Oh, I see what that pearl came off of. Probably that. Here's a little pearl tack back. And that actually is a real pearl. Interesting. It's a real pearl. Nice. Stick that in with the little leaf. It's a stick pin. It's a signed stick pin. It says Trifari. It's a Trifari. baggie for that so I don't stick myself on it. Will that fit in there? Nope. Let's put it in here. Put that into the pile of signed goodies. Here's a little bracelet with religious symbols and looks like a baby here. Huh. Interesting. This very interesting. See the pictures of Jesus, but I'm trying to figure out who these other pictures are. And that looks like somebody's real child on there. Anybody recognizes what that might be? I don't know if that's some kind of Victorian mourning thing or something. Strange. Down to pieces parts on this. Let's see, some broken pieces. Here is an earring. No signature anywhere. I don't know if there's a match in there. Nope, not seeing a match to either of these. Ooh, pretty. Be a nice piece for the... That's a turquoise bead, actually, and sodalite. Pretty sodalite, though. I'll throw that into my craft box. Whoever buys that craft box on Sunday will be able to do something with that, I'm sure. Here's another earring, and that looks like spider web there. Sure does. And that is marked. It looks like spiderweb turquoise. It's marked 925 and Taiwan. Some SE something Taiwan. So there's only one of these, so I could make a cute little pendant out of that. So I will put that aside for that. Here's a little cowboy boot, hat and boot. Let me see if this is marked. No. But I don't think it's sterling, but I'll check it just in case. Oh, I thought those were matches, but they're not. They're two different earrings. Looks like stainless steel. Throw those in the single earring pile. Here's another stick pin, but it is missing two rhinestones. And it is not signed anywhere. That will go into the craft lot. I'll have to put it inside something though so somebody doesn't get stuck on it. But now these look like, these remind me of the little earrings and stuff my stepfather used to bring home from Taiwan. They sort of looked like this when he was stationed there, but the ones he sent home were actually real emeralds and rubies, but these are cute. Hope the other one's in there. Somehow I don't think it's gonna be. Here's a single earring of a giraffe. And I don't see the other one in this pile. Here is a ball. Unmarked. Go into the craft pile. I think this is a belly button or eyebrow ring, isn't it? Earring. Let me see if the balls come off. Yeah, the ball comes off. I don't want to take it off because I have a hard time getting them back on, but I guess that's for the eyebrow, maybe? Here is a pendant. And a nice chain on it. Nope, that's an extender, which will go into the craft box. Let's look and see if this is marked at all. It is not, but cute pendant. It's a military, I guess. I don't know if that's military or... Oh, no, it has a bird and open hands across. If anybody recognizes that symbol for something, let me know. Thought it was some kind of a military emblem, but it is not. Let me put that on my earring stand, or on my necklace stand. I have a stand over here where I put all the smaller stuff on. One of these days I gotta sell some of that. Here is a bar for military award thing. It's acrylic stone. These are cute though, with those little fetish animals, and I think I saw a couple in here. Here's another one. And there are extras on those, but there is no second earring. Nope, don't see another one. But there's 3 of those. Oh yeah, I guess that went on there. Those are really cute though. I will put that. That actually looks like real turquoise and red jasper. And then mother of pearl on the fetish animals. I will put that into my craft lot. More of these orange beads are kind of a mauve color, a black bead. Oh, look at this big old hat pin. Huge hat pin. Stick that up here. Someplace where I won't stick myself with it. More beads for the box though. Here's a little pearl earring. I don't think there's any actual sets of earrings in here, and this does not look marked, so I don't think it's gold or silver. Could be, but I don't know. Here's a back that looks like it's sterling. Maybe not. Looks like sterling though, but usually these are marked if they are. So I don't think it is. Pretty earring, and I bet you that's signed. It is. And it looks like it is. Oh, it said Sarah Coventry, but it doesn't. But what a gorgeous earring. Maybe that is Sarah. I don't know. I can't tell. But really pretty. More beads. Academy of Bereavement. American Academy of Bereavement, Tucson, Arizona. This is pretty. And that looks like amber. Looks like an amber bead there. This one, though, does not look like. Yeah, that's acrylic of some kind. I'll have to test that and see if it is amber. But that little one looks like amber too. And that will go into a craft. More beads for the craft lot. Yeah, back knots and all of that. Let's see, this is a WJHS, some kind of high school thing. Thanks for the hair, people. Another single earring. One of these days I'm going to sell this big old bag of single earrings because there is a lot of them that you could do something with. Another single earring. A lot of them that could be reused. Guess that was an earring too. I remember when everybody was making these earrings out of that clay stuff. Another bracelet, a little bit worn. I never know what to do with these. I don't put them in craft lots because I don't know what in the world you would ever do with it in a craft lot. And I hate just throwing them away, but they're not good for anything with the wear on it, so it usually ends up in the trash. Isn't this really cute? This one is signed. Let me see if I can read it. Bob something. I thought it said Bob Mackey for a second, but I don't think that's what it says. M-A-E something. I can't read it. Maybe it does say Mackey. Not sure. Isn't that adorable though? For a minute I thought it was like an oddball pair of earrings to go with this giraffe, but I guess you could wear them together, huh? But it is not the same brand. Elephant in one ear and a giraffe in the other. Those are cute though, aren't they? And this, not sure. This is obviously not an earring. I guess it's a tie tack. Beautiful piece of abalone though. See that purple in the middle there? It's not marked anywhere. Oh, yep, it is, actually. Take that back. It does have a mark on it, and it says sterling. And it has some other mark on it, but looks like they welded right through it, but nice. Sterling silver abalone tie tack. This definitely looks like sterling. Is it marked anywhere? It's not, but this looks like a really old, definitely needs some cleaning. It does have a mark inside, but it's so dirty you can't read it. But that looks like a artisan made piece, a very old one. And just another earring without a match. And there was not a single matched pair of earrings in that bag. This is probably the best thing in the, oh, cute little seashell. And this is marked 925, and it does have a maker's mark. Little 925 seashell, but again, no mate. So quite a few pieces of sterling in here, but nothing matched. And chain, a little cheap bag. This, not bad for a $15 bag, I guess. Get rid of some of this plastic. Just a bangle. And then this is the best thing in the bag. This looks to me like amber, and I'm going to test it right now. I showed it to you guys the other night. And the only reason I opened the bag was to look at this, to see. But let's test it now and see if it's amber. Sure is. I have to turn off my lights, see if I can test it for you. See if you can see it. No, I'm going to have to get the lights all the way off. Even the light from the camera might be too much, but let's see. No, you can't see it. I can't get it to glow for you on camera, but it does glow, and it is amber. Can't show you that glow, but very nice amber bracelet. Only problem is, hold on, let me turn my lights back on. Not going to turn all of them back on because I'm about done with the videos. Just turn those two back on just to finish the video. Beautiful amber beads, but the only issue is that was broke right there, and it looks like instead of restringing it, they tried to glue those two beads together. So I think I will take that strand apart and just restring that one strand, because all the beads are there, but it's a beautiful amber bracelet. Let me see. It's got enough stretch in it, or if the whole thing needs to be restrung, but beautiful amber, very nicely cut, and look at all of the pieces. Yep, those are glowing. Everything is glowing. Yeah, even the bar across here is glowing. So that made the bag worth it. The $15 bag, like these little pieces, made it worth it, because I can make a pendant out of that, and I pinned it out of that. I could always use the sterling silver chain that I can sell, and this I'm pretty sure is also sterling, and that is sterling, but you know, I'll find something to do with them. I've got a lot of single sterling earrings, but that was the best score in there. And let's look at what I did with that one earring. I probably threw that into the pile already before checking to see if it's amber or not. I don't know how that pendant ended up in my how did that end up in my earring pile? Well, I don't know what I did with that other earring, but oh, here it is. Let's see if this is amber. Strangely enough, the small beads on here, the one on the bottom is not, but that is a small little piece of amber. So that will go into a craft lot, so somebody could reuse that little piece of amber in another piece of jewelry. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to tune in on Sunday or Saturday, this coming Saturday the 22nd, to Just Sandy's channel for our auction for cricket. Watch the beginning of the video. It explains why we're having an auction for cricket. But I just want to remind you again to please don't miss that, and please support Cricket's channel and help her to sustain some kind of a dependable income through jewelry sales. I appreciate you all. I'll see you Saturday. Also see you Friday on Just Sandy for her auction. And Not sure when my next auction will be, but I will be uploading several videos this week. So please keep watching, and I will see you all Friday in person. Or live, should I say. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and give me a thumbs up.